Hello, in this section we will be covering factor markets. Factors of production are the inputs used to produce goods and services. These inputs are land, labor, capital and entrepreneurship. The demand for factors of production is a derived demand. The demand for goods and services creates the demand for factors of production. For example, the demand for furniture creates the demand for wood. The demand for construction creates the demand for architects. There is a negative relationship between the factor price and the factor demand. And there is a positive relationship between factor price and factor supply. The equilibrium factor price and the equilibrium quantity can be determined through the interaction of the factor demand curve and the factor supply curve. Factor earnings are the earnings earned by a factor of production. It is divided into transfer earnings and economic rent. Transfer earnings is the minimum income needed to keep a factor of production in its present use. In other words, it is the opportunity cost of being employed. Economic rent is anything over and above transfer earnings. Taking an example, if a worker is paid 200 rupees a day but could earn rupees 150 a day in her next best paid occupation, then the minimum she needs to earn to remain in her present job is rupees 150. So transfer earnings would be rupees 150. Economic rent would be rupees 50. That is the difference between her total earnings and transfer earnings. Looking at the diagram, the total factor earnings is OWEL, out of which OEL would be transfer earnings and OWE would be economic rent. The size of economic rent and transfer earnings will depend on the elasticity of supply of factors of production. If the supply is perfectly inelastic, the factor of production will earn economic rent. This is because the factor of production is used only for a single use. There would be no transfer earnings. If the supply of the factor of production is perfectly elastic, or if the factor of production is perfectly mobile, then the factor of production only earns transfer earnings. Economic rent will be 0. Hope you understood that short analysis of factor markets. Stay tuned for more. Bye.